It's a ranked game of Dune Imperium Digital. I am Bludgeon. I am player 2. And the heroes, the leaders are Paul, Memnon, Leto, Helena, Ariana, and Tessia. I'll have third pick here. So I'm guessing I'll have my choice of these 4. But let's see what's there. Helena might get picked. No, I don't think Helena's going to get picked. High Priority Travel, Carry All, Test of Humanity, Freeman Camp, Arrakis, Recruiter. I mean, Carry All, if you're Ariana, can be really good. And then Twisted Mentat, I'm not going to fall for that again. And Subject X137. The technologies are Artillery Disposal Facility and Chaumerkey. There's Leto. Here comes Tessia. And I mean, I could take Helena also and blow the row up. It's also an option, but Ariana try to get Carry All. Why not? Let's try it. I had a good Ariana game. My most recent video on the channel is an Ariana game where I got Carry All. Let's see if we can do it again. Thomas Evan Romber is bugged. Yeah, I don't think I've seen him for a while. Okay, well, the good news is I do have the diplomacy, since probably Helena's going to smuggling. I do have the diplomacy here and the seek allies for next round, potentially. Oh, but she goes... Okay, Helena goes to still suits. Interesting. So I've got my choice of double smuggling or double fold space. That's interesting. The double smuggle, I'm gonna... If I can get any Solari out of here, then that would be great. And I know that the smuggling route is, like, boosted in Immortality because you want to play the experimentations. The weird thing is, well, if I hit wealth, then I'll be set. If I can get there. Which is, not exactly... No, it's not. I'm not set. Yeah, I'm set. If I can get to wealth, I'm set. Oh! Oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Here comes the hammer. Reverse with the super chat coming in here. I love it, reverse. Thank you so much. Reverse says, long live the Dune time. I really appreciate that. You're going to get another applause for that. That's very generous and it really helps. All that kind of stuff definitely goes straight into the channel. Okay, wealth is gone. So if I want to get anything out of this, I have to Hardy Warriors it. It's kind of weird to like try to get the Solari instead of the point. I mean, I guess I can get in there by just playing the experimentation and not playing the diplomacy. That's also an option. Or Carthag is also an option. Okay, let's do that. Huh. You wanted me to deploy 3 so that I could retreat 2? That would have been interesting. Hey, Brendan Kaufman, nice to see you. All right, there's a test of humanity for Helena. Looks like I'm going to get second place here, which is pretty good. With 4 persuasion. I mean, I'm taking this. Usurp. Freeman Camp, I guess. It's a little bit awkward for me because I don't get that much spice. But it is also 2 persuasion and a sword. The Corrupt Smuggler, you know, I may never get to graft it. It is influence, or it is guild influence, but I'll just take this. Ah! Temos, it's looking like a good start. Yeah, it is looking like a good start here. Hey, Murilo Verratti says, hey, Bludgeon, good day. Finally catching you live. Welcome. Been playing the base Digital Imperium and really liking. Yes, the base game is incredible. Are the expansions much of a spike on complexity? Been looking to get one of them first. Yes, they are a spike on complexity for sure. They add a lot of extra little things you've got to keep track of that are kind of hidden. You know, there's text in this little window. You've got to remember what text people have. You've got to look at the research track and think about what you're doing there. So it does definitely add complexity. My recommendation is typically just stick with the base game for a while if you're enjoying it. Because it's worth exploring the strategy of the base game as well. And if you add an expansion, then you don't get to do that. Because each expansion changes the strategy of the game and changes how the game works. Okay, finesse. All right. This is looking pretty nice here. So we're going to do this. We're going to recall. Pick up Solari. Then we'll get Swordmaster, and then we'll see if the Seek allies can get somewhere. Otherwise, we'll see if the Dagger can get somewhere. I currently have 0 influence. Gurney Halleck here. Look at this Imperium row right now. 3 6 costers, Guild Accord, Worm Riders, and Gurney Halleck. Round 2 Swordmaster feels good. I have 2 water on me as well, which is nice. This is completely clogged here now. Twisted Mentat and Usurp for 4 each. We'll see if anybody ever picks one of these up. The Usurp can be a very fun one. Usurp is like the flip 7 of Tleilaxu cards. Zach, yeah. Reverse, by the way, I'm going to count your super chat as one move towards our goal of the week-long streams, by the way. It's not showing on the thing, but I'm going to count it. Yeah, Gooser, the power's starting second, and also, like, I was not expecting to get that, because typically player 1 goes to smuggling now. with immortality because of the experimentations and the importance of using them. Typically, people go smuggling first. I mean, it was already fairly common to go smuggling first, but it's even more common in immortality, so I was not expecting to get the chance to do that. Okay, so much for that Imperium row. Everyone's... Oh no, there's still 2 nuclear weapons left. Here's what we've got. Nice classic Imperium row here. Love it. Okay. Sword Master. Unfortunately, that carryall... Remember I picked Ariana because there was a carryall? We unfortunately don't live in that world with atomics. I do not like atomics. I'm just going to straight up say it. I've said it before. I've also maybe been a little bit more on the fence with it, or a little bit like, well, we'll see. It has its pros and cons. No. Don't like atomics. Don't like what it takes away from the game. It adds a certain amount of strategy in terms of when do you use your atomics. Do you use it to help yourself? Do you use it to blast your opponent's chances? Like, I'm not saying there's no strategy in it, but I don't like that strategy anywhere near as much as I like the strategy of what is in the Imperium row, how do I plan around that, how does that influence my leader pick, how does that influence my round structures. Where this thing just gets blown up a million times in the first few rounds. It's just like, it's so lame, man. People blow it up just to find Tleilaxu Masters, like, it sucks. Atomics could have been a new tech. Yeah, I don't mind the effect. I don't mind the effect of, you know, changing the Imperium row per se. I just don't like the fact that everyone gets to do it for free a bunch of times. Like, if it was some effect that was on a card, you know, that would be something. Or if it were a tech, fine. I mean, the problem then is it sort of defeats the purpose of having it at all. Because, like, the point of it is so that in the early game, people can find cards they want, right? That's kind of the point of it. And so if you put it on a card, or if you put it on a tech, then by the time that thing shows up, it's like, why even have it? Typically. Okay. Seek allies here. Does a Hardy Warriors win this for me? Helena has 1 intrigue card. I have 1 dagger. I also have the finesse. Now, if I do win it, though, I'm overloaded on intrigues, is the issue. I don't think I want to do that. Am I ever going to want a High Council seat this game? I am going to want Solari for this. Oh, Rusty's Pit, a gifted membership. Incredible. I'm just going to go to Still Suits here, get a bit more water, sort of monopolize that resource. I'm not going to put a troop in. Rusty's Pit! Okay, that incremented the thing, right? Okay, it didn't. That little bar is like a bit wacky, but that definitely counts. Thank you, Rusty's Pit, for the gifted membership. Congratulations to Black Jester 1412, who is now a brand spanking new member of the channel. Fadi, the purpose is to avoid stagnant rows. Yeah, that's one of the things. But I also am one of those people who doesn't think that stagnant rows is a problem that needs to be solved. I think it's an interesting feature of the game. So the fact that it takes that away also is something that I don't like. Look at these thopters here. Do I want to spice smugglers? No, I don't think so. Spice is a little too hard for me. Do I want an assassination mission? To maybe get to a high council seat? I don't think so. I think I'll just take a liaison here. Arm, you think Atomics rewards luck of finding good cards rather than skill of utilizing the existing cards? Well, yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. Like I said, there is a skill involved in, you know, choosing when to use your Atomics. There is something there, but it's also just feels like a big lottery. If someone hits Tleilaxu Master with it, or they don't, like, that's a big difference, you know? Now, there's also luck in just what happens to be in the original Imperium row also, but you can play around it to a certain degree. You can't really play around someone just nuking the row and finding something. To a certain degree, the Tleilaxu Master is itself a big part of the problem, though. Like, if there weren't Tleilaxu Masters, would people be doing that as much? Maybe not. So that card is also really stupid. Okay. What am I up to here? I've got 3 water. I might hit a research station here. I could also hit a Mentat. But researching would be good because I do have this guy. There's a disposal facility. There's a Chaumerkey. There was a Chaumerkey. There's a shuttle fleet now. I mean, I could be insane and like Freeman Camp to Great Flat, which is the only way I could actually activate it. Don't think I want to do that. It's probably just research station. It's unfortunate I have to use a liaison to do it, because it would be nice to try to get, you know, to miracle out enough persuasion for something here. But, I mean, it also could just be Mentat first. I think I'll do that. Hey, Kochels of it says, with assassination mission, do you need to land on a location that trashes cards to claim that benefit, or can you just decide to trash it once it's used? You have to trash it with some other effect. You can't, it doesn't have a way to trash itself. You can't just trash cards whenever you want. And there's nothing on here that says you may trash the card. It just says when this card is trashed, and in brackets there you can imagine by some effect, then you get the Solari. So you need to trash it with like a selective breeding, or with a trash effect from here, or with some other card that allows you to trash things. Use that to trash the assassination mission, and you get the Solari. Zach, you won yesterday using Liet and Liaisons. Could be a good band name. Liet and the Liaisons. Liet Kinds and the Liaisons, or just it would just be Liet and the Liaisons, right? The only thing is it's a little bit of a tongue twister. Liet and the Liaisons. So I want to play this experimentation, but it's a little bit rough because I have nowhere good to send it. Playing it here just draws me a card. Playing here gets me 1 spice and 1 card. Do I want to do that? We'll see what Helena does. Maybe it's worth it just to get a troop in. Hey, Brendan asks, are you playing Hades 2 or Hollow Knight Silk Song? Neither at the moment. I'm definitely going to play Hades 2. That one I've been looking forward to for a long time. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Very interesting. Put in 1 here. We'll research. Get an intrigue card. Let's see what that is. Ixian Probe, eh? I mean, I have the Kwisatz Haderach persuasion on me right now. If I go to research station, somebody... Okay, well, there's still good stuff there. I'm the only one with atomics left. So, this might be a For Humanity game. Oh, Twisted Mentat goes to Leto. Okay, we'll see how he does with it. These are the cards here. Some nice... Look at the Bene Gesserit cards. Okay, Truthsayer gets picked up. Oh, and there's a Tleilaxu Master. Oh, this dumb card, man. It's such a tragedy, this card. It's a tragedy for a number of reasons. First of all, the fact that it's so overpowered that it warps the game, that's a tragedy. But from a design standpoint, the tragedy is that agent ability is so creative and so interesting, and they ruined it by making the reveal ability so ridiculously broken that it basically never gets used as an agent. Yes, occasionally it does, but pretty much never. Because it's a really boring reveal ability as well. It's incredibly powerful, so if powerful means fun to you, then it's not boring, but it's not interesting. Whereas that agent ability is very interesting. All right, well, sadly, I think I have to take Tleilaxu Master and not For Humanity here. Is there any way Helena gets to it with this 2 cards? I don't think so. So what do I want to do with my time here? There's no real point researching, I don't think. Just a dagger for a negotiator that I may regret ever having. I guess. I may regret ever having that. Sometimes those negotiators really, like last game, that negotiator sucked. But maybe it'll be a disposal facility this game. Goose, you got to chair dog that master? Yeah, I mean, I have done that. That's like one of the only ways the agent ability ever gets used. Oh boy, I can get this and that. That's pretty nice. I still have an agent, by the way. How do I have so many agents? I mean, do I just go to get a troop? I don't really want to draw a card, but... I guess I do. Hey, just is. That'll take me to 7. But that's fine. I'll still have 8. Cool. We'll let that go. And now we reveal for this ridiculous situation, Tleilaxu Master and Shifting Allegiances. Okay, Shifting Allegiances is kind of tough for me to play, but I've got to take it away from everybody else anyway. So Diz, you saw what's happening, right? You just saw what happened, so that's the answer to how it's going, at least now. As for how it's going today, well, you missed the first game, which is good. No applause for the Master, no. The Master gets boos. No applause for Tleilaxu Master. Because I wish it wasn't there. I wish it wasn't there, and I could have taken this instead, because this is a much more interesting card, and a much more fair card. This is a stupid card. Okay, so I want to be researching now, because I want to get to the, like, I want to get to here so that this thing does something. I also... I also want to be playing selective breeding, but I don't have anything to trash. I mean, the experimentation is maybe not necessary after I use it because of this guy. Should I just be a rebel and just play him for agents anyway? Just take keys to power and stuff? No. No. I would like to win a game. Tessia's at 5 points, by the way. 5 points for Tessia, 2 points for Lido, 2 points for Helena. I honestly just might play the experimentation to, like, Imperial Basin, just to draw a card, just to, like, you know, be getting closer to Tleilaxu Master again, rather than smuggling, which may never amount to much for me. For Humanity went to... Oh, she's reserved it. Helena has reserved it. Okay. Get out of here. It's kind of weird, but I want to play this, that, and not play the diplomacy. Kind of sucks, though. Maybe I just don't have, maybe I just can't worry about this guy right now. Oh, okay, we're doing this. It's weird play, but I'm doing it. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna trash that experimentation because I don't need it anymore, I feel. I'm gonna put in a troop. We'll see what happens. Magritte Canard has returned and reclaimed a glorious purple icon. Thank you. Thank you, Magritte Canard, for becoming a member of the channel again. Don't let the AI play your Ix and probe. I know. I know. Yeah, if I'd gone to smuggling, I could have maybe gone to Mentat. It was a weird play there, I know. Is Ariana's better in Immortality than in Ix? That does seem to be true. Ooh, discard a card or lose a deployed troop. I mean, this guy's not going to be doing anything. I don't think. I'm here. I think I want to play the diplomacy and the ring. So... Hey, Stan. Stan says, honestly, Ix and Master is just severely underpriced. Should be a 7 or 8 persuasion cost, and it'd be fair. I mean, for what it is, it's definitely underpriced. I just think that as a 7 or 8 one, yeah. I just think they need to... If the reveal was 1 research instead of 2, maybe then. Honestly, I think it's fold space because I need to get more influence points here. So I got to get some more of that stuff into the deck. Yeah, you could certainly taking off one of the research icons would help a lot. It would still be very good with just the 1 research icon. It would be good enough. Or maybe just take them off altogether and just give him persuasion. I don't know. I mean, thematically, it makes sense that he's very good at research, right? Like, it makes sense thematically. It's just dumb. I don't know how this card got through. Honestly, I don't know how they did that. Olvi, what is my game plan? How do I get points? It's a good question. Well, I'm going to need to get these influence points someday, which is why I played the diplomacy to fold space. I'm going to be looking to get these points, and then Tleilaxu Master is going to help me do that. And beyond that, probably Spice Must Flows. It's awkward here, though. Maybe I do play this. All right, so when I reveal I get 2 research, it's going to be there. And that'll get me here. Paul Denon likes having some big splashy cards that are fun to play. I like big splashy cards that are fun to play. The problem is this is not, I think, not fun to exist in the game. This is a big splashy card that's fun to play. Kwisatz Haderach is a big splashy card that's fun to play. Jessica is a big splashy card that's fun to play. This is a disaster. This is a cool card. I like this card. I want the Solari for the Scarabs. Yeah. Like, it's not as though this is a guaranteed win. I might not win this game even though I have Tleilaxu Master. It's just that it's... Anyways. Tons has been... A lot has been said about the card. And not just by me. I would love it way more if the agent ability was the main part of it. All right, well, I definitely want this, I think. For those extra scarabs, probably that makes sense. All right, so there's our first point of the game. We get some spice as well. I may not need this, given that I have this guy and this. That's potentially 2 scarabs. If I just take this, I probably don't need this. All right, I'm getting 4 Solari here, which is great. I do think I'm going to need a High Council seat, and I'm going to need some Persuasion in my deck. And I'm going to need Spice Must Flows. Stephen Buck, you're always yelling at the screen, take the faction influence, don't worry about the big splashy cards. I mean, typically I do care about faction influence, but today it hasn't been a big focus. There's the Shifting Allegiances. This is a weird hand. I do have this if I need it. Even that, it would be kind of weird. It could get me to research, though. All right. Can I do anything cool with Shifting Allegiances? I mean, I could take the Freeman Alliance with it. No, I can't because I don't have enough influence to give up. Oh, damn. I can't. If I could hit interstellar shipping, I could. Oh. we go. See how I toggled on the fast animations there? It's bad though, because that's against Leto. That's going to be a very tough one to keep. I would have been better off probably going for... I mean, that was the only one I could do it if I wanted to do it. But, I mean, it was kind of a crazy move for sure. Just get the faction VPs Fadi would be smarter. Absolutely. But I got excited. I got excited about it. It's like I'm trying to make you mad, Fadi. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you mad, but I can understand. I can understand your heart. What's in your heart? Buy a second Swordmaster, yeah. I mean, I could go buy a shuttle fleet. That would help me with that. It also gives me Solari for this, and potentially that. It's a weird play, but let's do it. All right, we'll cheer for the shuttle fleet. I do love that tech a lot. For my final play here, I mean, if I can somehow get this conflict, I'll do it, but surely that's not possible. Memo quarters here. Leto gets Swordmaster. Midori, if I use the Ixian probe to get the Freeman camp, I might not get it. It's a 2 out of 3 chance. Leto gets memo quarters with his ring. Oh, that would be... Also, if Leto happens to win this conflict and then gets memo quarters with his ring, it could be very painful for me. Helena's going to get memo quarters, though, I think. I've got to discard a card. Well, it's easy. He doesn't have any spice, at least, at the moment. Yeah, High Council's a definite consideration right now. Okay, Helena does get the memo quarters. So at least we don't have to worry about Leto doing that. Flagship. And what do you say? Do I blow up the row for another Tleilaxu Master? I mean, Carthag would have given me a chance to win this. But Leto having 2 agents left, it felt like it wasn't a big chance. So it's kind of a free win here for Leto. He goes to Wealth first. So yeah, he's setting himself up to take this, which is kind of good for me because he might not bother with this at this point. He doesn't deploy. Oh yeah, he couldn't deploy off of that, but he will have one more agent. Helena with a counterattack just to deploy some troops. That's interesting. Might stop Leto from going for that. But he does have 2 intrigue cards. Carthag available. Hardy Warrior is not available. He does not have water. I will take the Stilgar here if I can, because that's persuasion. I mean, it's an all-around good card, but because it has persuasion, it's a good card for me to pick. As, you know, I'm going to need Spice Must Flows, so might as well have a Stilgar instead of a Liaison for that purpose. And In the Shadows appears. Do I want to nuke that away for some reason? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, Carthag with the ring. Where does he decide to take it? He's obviously confident about winning the conflict. So where does he go with the ring? Does he come up here for a chance of trying to take that alliance from me? I was going to say alliance back, but he never had it. Or does he take Bene Gesserit or Freeman? Oh, he has no spice. That's right, Mr. Ursul. He has no spice. That's a sad situation for Leto. You really don't want to be playing your signet ring with no spice. All right, well, he has 3 intrigue cards. Helena has 2. Helena must be... She must be confident as well for her to do that. For her to play that intrigue, getting troops in. Oh, rapid mobilization! Okay. Okay. And reveals a firm grip. And he takes In the Shadows. Yeah. I could have nuked the In the Shadows away, but it felt potentially reckless. He can even afford to use Gruesome Sacrifice here. Maybe he can. What does Helena have for conflict? She didn't use them before, but now maybe she will. No? Oh. That's kind of a weird move for Helena then. Using that counterattack intrigue if she doesn't have anything to back it up. Tessia. Whoa. Tessia out of nowhere. Tessia out of nowhere. Who is already at 7 victory points. Ambush for Leto. All right, everybody burn it up. Wow. Okay. Now, where does he take his second one? This is going to be very telling. I don't think he goes for the guild here. No. It's too out of reach for him there. Okay. There's a lot of spice here, but it's only 5 for me. This does get me a Scarab now. Research Station feels like a pretty good play. But there's so much spice, though. I mean, if I just go to spice with Freeman Camp, that could very well get me a victory point. I'm just going to go for that. Gooser, do you only get 1 spice from shipping? No, you get 2 from shipping. So Ariana's thing is whenever you harvest spice, gain 1 less spice. Harvest spice is defined in the rules for Ariana as these 3 spots. Going to these 3 spots is harvesting spice. Gaining spice in any other way is just not harvesting spice. It's just gaining spice, and so it's not affected. Yeah, there's all these little questions. Maybe someday I'll make a video about all these little questions. Mentat is gone, unfortunately. I was considering going there. LSR has a very good fact. I think I've seen it. There is a really good somebody put together like a complete document of like all of the kind of like frequently asked questions and weird little rulings and clarifications and stuff that like is not in the rule books anywhere. Stuff that comes from like, you know, posts on Board Game Geek by Paul Denon, the designer of the game. Okay, that's unfortunate because I was thinking about a still suits here. This guy has to get played somewhere. It's probably a little bit late to be getting much use out of disposal facility. I mean, he can go here. It's not the best. But he's got to go somewhere. I can just go here to draw a card again. Selected breeding, not an option. Yeah, it's a little weird. I think I am just going to do this. As weird as that is, the guy has to be played. Let's just be safer here. Yeah, I'm probably going to be using the Ixian probe. I want to play the diplomacy, I guess, to Is it secrets, though? Because if I get an intrigue card from here... Well, no, I'll be okay, because I'm playing the Ixian Probe. So I'll just probe away these 2 cards, I think. And, you know, there's a decent chance of getting Spice Must Flow, depending on how it goes. Hey, Ulvi, thanks for the follow. And Nasif GB, thank you for the follow. I already have High Council seat, Mr. Yersul. And Gooser. So it's Ixian Probe first. See what I get, and then probably it's Diplomacy to Secrets if I can get away with it. Hey, Ramses, does this game have tournaments coming up? Unfortunately, they've done like no official tournaments. Like the company hasn't done any official tournaments really since like the beta. There is a tournament going on at the moment. There's the Tleilaxu Mastery and the Shifting Allegiances. Okay, so the issue here is if I want Spice Must Flow, I have to not play the Diplomacy. Okay, hold on. This guy, 2 research. Yeah, that gets me to here. I think I just do it and not worry about this. I mean, I don't like that situation, but if I play the Shifting Allegiances, it's kind of not worth it, I feel. This influence situation is going to be a problem for me. But I think it's just this. Oh boy. Should have been the dagger, but I was running out of time. All right. So I'm maxed out here. I've got all my Tleilaxu points. I don't actually need it from this dissecting kit anymore. I got a Spice Must Flow. We'll see if I can ever get another influence point. If maybe a spy satellites will show up just in time for me. I've got a private army, which is nice to have. Not sure it's gonna matter. Gooser, I can dissect Stilgar. Oh god. Tessia gets to 8 victory points here, grabbing the Bene Gesserit Alliance. She's set up for Hayliner next round, so it could be over next round. I'll be fed 2 Solari from this. So, I mean, the good news is it looks like I'm going to get a victory point here. Guild authorization. What's that about? Oh, because she wants to bump it down with her ring to move up on Emperor. Okay. Gooser, you think I got too many cards? Didn't see the master enough? Yeah. I had a couple. There was also the situation I had where there were a couple of times where I could have theoretically trashed, but didn't have a good trash target. Ramses, they should have made the end of the beetle track lets you draw a card if you get the symbol again. It's a little weird that those things don't do anything, but extra research does do something. But I don't know. I feel like it's already kind of good enough. The fact that you got here and got 2 victory points is like, this is meant to be sort of like an extra faction track, similar to like these faction tracks. And, you know, if you're at the top of those tracks and you get more influence, it doesn't do anything. So it sort of makes sense. So I think we're actually at like 15 out of 25 for the week-long streams. This says 7 days of streaming, by the way. It's actually going to be 8 if we make it happen, because I'll be streaming from Sunday to Sunday, right? Because I stream every Sunday for sure. And then if I stream every day for a week, then that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday again. This control of Arakeen, by the way, could end up being relevant in terms of getting a little bit of extra Solari to feed to get me to the 10. It could end up mattering. Nine points up here for Tessia. And like I said, she's set up for this. Now, it's a Grand Vision, which is maybe lucky that it's not something more for her here. I think I have to play Stilgar just to get that point. I don't like doing it because I could use his persuasion, but I think I have to. Selective breeding also could be nice. For sure it could be nice. Also, going to still suits with Stilgar opens up Research Station for me, which could be great as well. Tessie, you could get Flagship. She doesn't have any negotiators at the moment. She goes to Research Station. So unfortunately, that's what I was just saying is not possible. Okay, she goes to lock up Bene Gesserit. In no hurry for Hayliner because nobody else can get there. She also is probably not super jazzed about that. It would actually be nice for me. Interstellar shipping for Leto. James, it gets me the Freeman point? Yeah, for sure. for sure. That's the main point of doing it. The other stuff was more the side effect. Now, is there any reason to worry about Leto setting up for a signet ring play on me here? I really don't want to have to waste time locking that up. But if he like does like a folds, oh, he goes up there. What does he want? Well, yeah, he would go up because I think he is setting up a signet ring. The question is he going to try to pull it on me, or does he maybe hope somebody goes up on Freeman and then he can leapfrog them for the alliance? Test of humanity. I guess I just discard the dissecting kit here. Mr. Ursuli probably just goes for the Bene Gesserit point. I mean, yeah, that is the safest thing he could do. Tessia is here. She's not close to getting that last point at the moment, which is good. Okay, I feel like I have to do this right now. And then if I can, selective breeding with the fold space. Really wish I'd trashed that dagger instead of that reconnaissance. That hurts. I mean, I could go to wealth instead, I guess, now, and maybe that 2 Solari is important for getting the end game point for like second place, I guess. Hardy Warriors, Ramses. It's an interesting idea. The thing is, if I Hardy Warriors, Leto's ready to take that alliance with his signet ring here. I'm pretty sure he's set up, just waiting for somebody to move up there. So I don't love that. Could I win the conflict with that plus the private army? Maybe. I think now I just have to do this. Hey, Yoav, Carthag or Erkine? Yeah. I might still end up doing one of those. Yeah, I need another round here for sure. Tessia, I mean, it's probably over though. If Tessia wins this conflict and gets Spice Must Flow, which looks very likely, then, you know, unfortunately it's over. Leto buys Flagship. What did he use? Experimentation. He didn't have the ring set up. Well, 2, 7, 8. The best I can do is tie Tessia. So, yeah, perhaps I should have gone to Carthag last round, saved the fold space for this agent. Leto has an agent. Maybe he'll fight for it. I mean, he'll probably Hardy Warriors if he can. I do want to get a troop in. Yes, I do. To get the 3 spice would be great. Can I hit Halar next round? Not sure. But Arakeen is the only thing I can really do. Unfortunately, you know, it doesn't get me Spice Must Flow, but I could also go here, but I like getting that convincing argument out of the way anyway. So we'll see where this all goes here. But it's definitely going to be a... I feel like it's going to be a Spice Must Flow for Tessia. I mean, she doesn't have High Council seat. Maybe she doesn't hit it. Maybe she doesn't hit it. But she hits it. So, what do you got, Leto? Hardy Warriors. Okay. Yoav, I definitely am going to nuke and see what I get. Liat Kynes could be good. You know, maybe Treachery, if there's another round, could be good. This is a lot of persuasion for me, but, you know, I don't think I want it in the deck at the moment. Yeah, so we definitely want Leto winning this. The only issue with Leto winning it is he might get some weird thoughts in his head, and he might decide to take that Guild Alliance from me. Now, the good news is he's already cashed in here. But he's going first next round. Okay, Keys to Power and Diplomacy are both not in his deck, so maybe he won't be able to do it, but he might get some ideas about this alliance. Otherwise, he might just go ahead and either lock this one up or get his Bene Gesserit point. So, we'll see. Either way, we want him to win because otherwise it's game over. So let's see what we can find. Duds. We found duds. No. No, no, no. Do I throw in some persuasion? I don't think so. I think I'm good. Hip Twisted, you always think 10 VP is the finishing point. I know! I know! I know! Mission hour to try? It's risky though. I don't really want that in my deck. But I know they never should have made it to 11 victory points. Oh no. We're tying for nothing here, Helena and I. Gamble it? I mean, yeah. I know. We take it from Tessia. We increase our spice by a little bit. It's sad, but I think it's the play. We wouldn't be in a good position to win the next combat anyway, so we might as well see what happens here. Okay, Leto doesn't come from my alliance, so that's good news. Tleilaxu Puppet. Oh! Oh, I'm happy to see you, Tleilaxu Puppet. Okay. So we got 2 points here. Unfortunately, I can't find this. Research Station is draw 3 cards for me, but it gets taken. There's nothing in here worth taking with Tleilaxu Master. I mean, if you know, I don't think I can get to 2 Spice Must Flows, unfortunately. I think I have to go to Mentat. Playing the experimentation to one of these spots draws me 2 cards, by the way. One from being Ariana and one from the research. Could get 2 techs and grab an engineer. I don't think so. Tom 7, yeah, it would be troll. Hayliner? Well, I don't have the spice for it, nor do I have the card for it. At this time. I think I have to Mentat first. I can do this play after that, because nobody else has any water right now. Great. Yeah, experimentation could draw me into Hayliner. It's possible. So, you know, it's possible. Hey, Folius Magnus, you made it for the home stretch. Yeah, it's a suspenseful situation here. Tessia hits shipping. What's she going for? Oh, she's trying to get this, I guess? Is she trying to get to... She has... Yeah. She's trying to get to here. Or here, actually, maybe. Either way, because she has Solari, she could pay for this point. As long as she doesn't have a war chest or something, maybe she wants to. But she's trying to find her final Tleilaxu point. Should I go Sonic Snoopers and throw away these? Interstellar shipping, smuggling. I mean, that would have been a way to get here, potentially. I was more interested in Mentat, though, like shifting allegiances if I find it, diplomacy if I find it. For humanity. Where does she try to... That feels like plans within plans on Helena. Why does she go 2 there, though? Oh, so she could... Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Anyway. Polykill, I could use the Tleilaxu Master to get access to Hayliner. Yeah, but I might still end up getting blocked there by Tessia anyway. And I'm not sure a Hayliner wins it. And this is also what's going to probably get me Spice Must Flow. So it's an interesting idea, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go here. I think. Or should I even just go here? Just for the extra little bit of spice. Because what's that extra water doing for me? Okay, there's diplomacy. Dissecting Kit is a card I probably didn't need to take. There's the Hayliner from Tessia. So this is probably just going to be wealth for a point there. Yeah, Mr. Usul, the only reason to go Haga Basin instead would be if anyone else was ever going to get there. Tessia now with water, I guess, might. She already has Chomurky, though, so spice tiebreakers with her don't make a difference. Maybe she wants the spice for some other reason. But... So unfortunately, I'm kind of out of moves other than needing to go wealth, and I might not even necessarily be able to do that. I don't have a way to draw any more cards. Carthag for some random intrigue could be good, but I'm worried a little bit about somebody going to wealth. I guess Leto's not going to do it anymore. We'll see what Helena does. Intrigue card from Emperor is an interesting idea. Rather than the wealth. Stephen Buck. That's a good point to at least consider that. Forget about... Like, I'll have enough spice anyway, I suppose. Yeah, Tleilaxu Master gets me 2 cards on reveal. For sure it does, yeah. Alright, Helena picks up Snoopers. Try to find a spy satellite. I do have 2 daggers in here, unfortunately. So that's the risk about, oh wow. The risk in going to card, like I'd like to play, I guess I could play the Dissecting Kit and the Spice Must Flow to Carthag. That only loses me 1 persuasion, then Diplomacy loses me 2. It's a little risky to play 2 cards, though. Trying to find something. It's a little risky to do that. Trying to find, like, Corner of the Market or something. With those 2 daggers in there, you know, if I trash the dagger instead of the reconnaissance, it'd be very different. Let's do this first and see what we get.
Trying to find like Corner of the Market.
I mean, I could still blow it. Okay, I can't play the liaison. I just have to not draw 2 daggers. Now, I think that's only 1 point for me, though. I don't think it's going to be 2. Let's see. 1 spice must flow. No spice must flow. 2 spice must flow. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just a 1 point. Ask and ye shall receive, James Kovacs. I have a video called that. About that kind of situation. Oh my, if I draw both daggers though, good lord. That's that conspire. Midori says you can just play the Tleilaxu Master to get spice. That will draw me 1. And get a 2-point card in hand. That's a good point. Yeah, because that will that will draw me 1. Now it might be the dagger, but even if it is, that guarantees it. Oh, I love this. We're playing the Master. Okay. And it's gene manipulation. It's very thematically appropriate. Okay. So 9, 10 when I buy the spice must flow, 11, 12, 13 points. Is it good enough? I could have dissected him. I could not. I just couldn't do it. I don't know who's winning this conflict. I'm not sure who I want to win the conflict. Leto has more intrigue cards. Tessia has Chommerkey. What a situation we're in here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Leto with an ambush. What does Tessia have? Helena passes. I'm definitely passing. What does Tessia have? Anything? Tessia giving the suspense to us with this pause on the intrigue cards. Is she deciding whether she plays a war chest, which is a risk? She might need to play it to win the conflict, but it might cost her a victory point. She has all this Solari. I bet she's thinking about playing war chest right now. She doesn't want to do it. It's a risk. She's taking the gamble here. Plays the war chest. Did I call it or what? Going for the tie. Leto has cannon turrets. That might be what decides the game. That might be what gives me the game. Leto's getting to 12. I don't know what he has, though. If he has, like, plans within plans, then he has 2 points from that. Oh, my God. He hit. No, Helena has it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Machine culture, no. No, that's okay. 1 point is okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, the dream is alive. Chief Inspector Norse. Oh my god. That was preposterous. I mean, that's just like intrigue extravaganza. Ramses with the Prime sub. Thank you, Ramses. Ramses pushing us closer to that 8-day in a row stream. Ramses has got a sub for that. I mean, I appreciate it. And yeah, that's cause for celebration. Oh my god, that corner of the market. I mean, I guess it turns out that even without the corner of the market there, it would have been good enough, because I would have beat Helena on that spice tiebreaker, but I was very happy to get the corner of the market because it could have come down to something else depending on what happened there. 10, 12, 12, 13 was the result. Good lord. Yeah, Chris, exactly. It turns out I didn't need that corner of the market, but it certainly felt good. Seiza wouldn't have been at 12 if she'd won that last battle. Yeah, and in that case, I would have needed it. So, I mean, it was like very welcome in the end. It would have been all right. And it turns out that was the right play to play the war chest. Because if she'd hung on to the intrigue, she'd be at 11. Which still would be 4th, it turns out. So, it was correct to gamble it there. Oh my god. Hey, Smorgasbord, thanks for the GG. Iron Sabbath, it was indeed a huge win. And yeah, There were some great suggestions there that round. So Midori with the call on playing the Tleilaxu Master, getting the persuasion rather than hoping not to draw 2 daggers on reveal. That was really smart. And also the suggestion by, who was it, who said go to Conspire instead of Wealth there. That was a big deal. Stephen Buck, maybe? Sorry, I can't scroll back and find it, but well, let me look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Steven, right? Yeah, intrigue card from Emperor. That got me the corner of the market that ended up not mattering, but man, oh man, it was important to have it. Wee. Yeah, glad you stayed up to watch that one. It is fun. When like that happens to me sometimes. I'm going to bed and I start watching a game, and you know I shouldn't stay awake for it, but I just kind of can't help it. Whew. All right. Well, that was awesome.